Hello everybody, welcome back to Royal Rumble 2. Today is episode 11 of the battlebots faceoffs tournament. So, we're almost halfway through, because there's 32 episodes, and if you don't know how it works, there's 4 robots in each episode, and each one will fight each other once, and the 2 robots with the most points will fight in the final. The winner of that final will go onto the bracket of 32. But, to get points, you either win your battle by knockout, where you get 3, or you win your battle by judge decision, where you get 2. If you lose your battle by judge decision, you still get 1. If you lose your battle by knockout, you get none. Starting things off, we have the worst battlebot ever, Riptide. It's actually a pretty good battlebot, but controversy. And then it's going up against Tracer. Let's get this battle going. Riptide is, I would say, probably the best vertical spinner we've seen so far in real life. You haven't seen any of the real big hitters in real life either, but Tracer starting out pretty good, but it just went all downhill in one nice hit. Oh, great hit there. Oh, this is not looking too good for Tracer now. The hits are coming in. Oh, Riptide. This is not looking good for Tracer, as I said. Now it's looking even worse. Oh, much worse. Weapon's still spinning. Never mind, I think the weapons come off. Yeah. Something's still spinning. Tracer's still standing up to it. Still shoving it around a little bit. It's actually getting a pin. I think Riptide's stuck in some rubble, and it's getting counted out. Nope, it's back though. Some debris on the floor. Could have ended it there. Oh, that might be it. Yeah, I don't think there's much moving coming out of Tracer. Now it's going to get destructive. Riptide backing off as Tracer gets counted out. I think that's going to be it. Yep. Tracer loses. Riptide gets the 3 points from that knockout. Tracer gets none. Good battle, guys. Next up is Railgun Max going up against Marvin. So I do feel a bit bad for Railgun Max because I'd say it's actually quite a decent robot. Though at least in this game it is. But it's gotten the same heat as Riptide, which is a shame. And it's also got in the heat with Tracer and Marvin, who I also think are a bit unlucky. Because they're still better than the horrible level robots, the bad level. But they're still not perfect, and they still probably make it to a bracket, but I feel like Railgun Max could have made it to a bracket, but I don't know how it will beat Riptide, just because of Riptide's forks. But let's get this battle going. Straight away, Railgun Max spinning up, and getting a great shot to start it off. Oh, good shot on the back there. And another nice shot. You do not want to let robots get underneath you in this game. It's basically sniping is very real. At least in this game, it's actually real in real life. Great shot there for Railgun Max. Marvin has lost a tooth, but it's managed to flip over Railgun Max. That was nice. Railgun Max, because of that wedge, can't self-ride. So it's going to have to just send it in. Great shot there. This is looking good for Railgun Max. Marvin's down on his head, and Railgun Max is no longer on his head. There's a bunch of teeth off. I think everything just came off about. Still moving though. Oh, I always do that. I always say it's still moving, and then a huge hit happens. I think it is still moving. It happened again. Something else just fell out. I think it is still moving. Why? It's just lost about everything except its drive. That spinner's not working, and it's being absolutely destroyed. Actually, the spinner might be working. Now it's not. No, it's definitely not. But Marvin is definitely still moving, but I just don't know. It's lost half its drive. I think it has. It actually needs to be lower now. Yeah, Railgun Max cannot get under it. Oh, but that wheel became vulnerable. Is that it now? Railgun Max still going in. I think that is it. Oh, some more damage there. Railgun Max continuing to dish out some shots. And they're piggybacking. What a nice way to end the battle. But, oh, under the pulverizer. Never mind about having a nice way to end the battle. I think that's going to be a win there for Railgun Max. He's just slamming into the wall. But Railgun Max gets a 3-point knockout and a good performance to start it off. Next up is Riptide against poor Marvin. So, next two robots, and Marvin, I think it has more of a chance than Tracer somehow. Just because I feel like it might be able to actually hit those wheels and maybe take out half its drive or all of its drive and then get a knockout or just get a judge decision. But it's going to have to avoid that weapon. But the Riptide has really bad gyro, so his turning circle isn't that good. So Marvin has a chance here. Sadly, it doesn't have the durability of Duck though, so yeah, let's get this about going. And even Riptide beat Duck in real life by knockout. Great shot from Riptide to start it off. And that might be it already. Whoa! Yeah, I think the spinner and drive is gone in 2 shots. That is just the power of Riptide. This is definitely the best robot we've seen so far, I'd say. Definitely the best robot in real life we've seen so far. Or at least, unless you count some like, old robots. Like Vlad as being better than it because it did better. Yeah, Marvin is not spinning up or moving. Riptide continuing to get big hits though. Probably going for that Uta. Or just cause more damage. Yeah, that is not good. It's happened again. It's on fire and it's lost part of its weapon. That actual armor is pretty strong. But sadly, the electronics can just be sniped away too easily. And that spinner is not very strong. Riptide not letting it get counted out. It's got to be careful though, because it keeps on hitting it and it may never be counted out. And then it'll lose a few points. But I think that's a win for Riptide, who's spinning in a circle. What is it doing? I have no clue why it's doing that, but that is going to be a win for Riptide. Well done, Riptide. That's another 3 points for you. And it's looking pretty good. But next up is Tracer against Railgun Max. 2 vertical spinners. We actually have 3 vertical spinners in this heat. So, I actually didn't see that both of these 2 robots have little mini-bots that look similar to them. That does mean that there's going to be a bit more lag, because there's 4 robots instead of 2. Hopefully it isn't too laggy. I am going to just lower the time a little bit when it starts, so that the lag is not as strong, but I guarantee you guys it'll be a little bit laggy. Let's get this about going. Oh, this is pretty laggy. There you go. Slower now. That shouldn't be as bad. Mini bots going at it. The 2 big bots are going at it as well. Railgun Max getting some nice shots on the back. And taking a wheel off the mini bot and a bit more. Tracer going after the mini bot. Oh, AI in this case, funny. Doesn't know who it should be going after. There's some more big shots. The mini bot's going back at it. Tracer taking some more big damage. That spinner can't really do too much. Camera seems to be more focused on the mini bot. So though, you've got both of them there. Good shot by Railgun Max. You can it did a backflip so slowly then. That's because of how slow the speed's set, but it's actually not too laggy because of how slow the speed is. Oh, here comes the mini bot. Oh, it's actually got under. Well done for that mini bot. I think Tracer's mini bot's pretty dead. It's lost one of its wheels. I think both Tracer's lost its spinner and its forks. And somehow I think it just lost a wheel in that attack. How does that even happen? It hit the front and it lost a wheel. I think the minibot might have lost some drive, it's just out of control. I think both minibots might be down half drive. I think so is Tracer. The time's also going slower. So there's actually still about 1.5 minutes left. But it'll actually be longer because time's slower. Oh, that was a nice shot. Tracer self-lights because it still has that bit of a spinner that actually spins it, but that was another nice shot. Tracer's dealing with his damage pretty good. These are some nice shots though. It's like mini Riptide Railgun Max. Has the egg beater that's powerful, but it's not as powerful. You can see it in this battle. It's taking longer than Riptide has to get the knockout. Tracer got under then, didn't really do much. Another nice shot from. Oh, this is just pretty brutal. Tracer's still managing to move though. Oh, maybe not for much longer. That's a whole tire gone. But I think Tracer might also be gone. Oh, there's your. I don't know what was the goal there, but its own minibots are taken out now. Actually, no, it's still moving. Luckily. I think Tracer's gone. That is going to be a knockout. I think it's now it's the minibot's turn. Railgun Max has knocked out its own minibot. And I think Tracer's is now going to take a beating. It didn't really do much because it lost its wheel basically straight away. And there goes the other one. That is going to be a win for Railgun Max. There goes its own minibot. Straight out. That's just how powerful it is. But it did lose a tyre, which that may be its weakness with tyres. We'll see it in its next fight against Riptide. But Railgun Max gets the 3 points and the knockout with 7 seconds left. Technically more, but there you go. There's normal speed. You can tell because it goes a lot quicker. Next up is a Riptide against Railgun Max, so the fight that means the most. So we have Egg Beater against Egg Beater, and Railgun Max has got its minibot back. I don't know if it is a flamethrower. I don't think it is. I think it's just a wedge bot, but that could really help here. Getting under to the back of Riptide or distracting Riptide to let Railgun Max get hit somewhere where it matters. Let's get this battle going. Oh, the minibot's gone head on. It's just sent out of the arena straight away. Riptide seems to be stuck under the wall. But it's turned. And that was a nice weapon. You can't see what's happening though. Where's Railgun Max? There it is. This is a nice shot. Whoa! Riptide with a huge hit. Both of them going at it. And another huge hit from Riptide. Railgun Max got to be careful. Oh, that was close. It always went out exactly where the minibot went out. Riptide's on its head, so is Railgun Max. Is Riptide moving still? This could be a knockout for Railgun Max. It took some big shots, but I guess Riptide took some damage as well. This is going to be a win for Railgun Max, and it is. Well, that came out of nowhere. The minibot was quite a good distraction apparently, because Railgun Max is getting the knockout hard of 3 knockouts, max points, 9 points. I thought Riptide would be getting it, but apparently not. Which means it's down. These two will fight again in the final, so we will see that battle again because they're not going to get. Riptide's on 6 points. Railgun Max is on 9, which means that the other two can't really get any points. There's been 5 battles, 3 points max, and there's been 15 points out, which is the max out of points. So this battle doesn't really matter much. It's just to see who gets the 3rd place, I guess. So it is Tracer against Marvin. So here we have these two that don't really matter the outcome of this, but let's see who wins that anyway. Straight away, Tracer going in for a little box rush, but getting a nice shot. Marvin's up on the screws, and it stops spinning up. It's going to give Tracer an advantage and another nice shot. Whoa, where's this been from Tracer? I think that's the weapon gone off of Marvin, but Tracer's smoking, or one of them smoking. Tracer gives some nice shoves there. Backing off. Getting under Marvin once again. Whoa, and another nice hit. Marvin is still moving though. Fine, absolutely fine by the looks of it. So, Tracer's still got to do something. That weapon is down there. Marvin is stuck behind there. It has been released though. Marvin just sending it. Trusting its own strength, but it's smoking now, and now it's on fire. And now it's smoking even more. Tracer trying to get out of that corner. It's instead drove on top of Marvin. Marvin started to get counted out, so is Tracer. Tracer managed to get away. And I think that's going to be a knockout for Tracer. Marvin, 3 knockouts is not a good look. But Tracer finally gets some points, and it's a knockout. Tracer ends with 3, Marvin ends with 0, which means, as expected, the final is Railgun Max against Riptide. This should be good. Let's see who'll win it this time. So it seems like Riptide's weakness is being flipped over on its head, so if it can do it, if Railgun Max, yep, there we go, can do it, then I think it could win it. Let's get this battle going. So far, every single battle in this episode has resulted in a knockout. Will this be a knockout full episode? If this ends with a knockout, then it will be. And I will actually say before this, speaking of knockouts, Riptide is the weaker robot, armament-wise. I'm pretty sure that Railgun Max has stronger armament, but weaker forks. And it's also lighter. But I think it's stronger. And it definitely has the more protected innards. Because, I mean, Railgun Max's wheels are big and beefy. Like, you're not really going to be able to hit through them as a vertical with at least one shot. But Railgun Max could easily snipe those wheels off. This is going to be good. Let's see who wins. Will the minibot do it again? It has sent it again. Oh, that's a miss there. And it's left its back open. That was a great attack from Railgun Max. Starting off with a good attack here for Railgun Max. Then, like I was saying, some shreddings of the wheels came off there. Riptide wants that minibot out of it. It knows it is a problem. Railgun Max gets to the side again. Riptide got to the side there. There's the forks making a lot of difference. I think the minibot might be going out here. That would be a shame. But yeah, I think it is. Lost both its wheels, I'm pretty sure. But this is good from Railgun Max. You can see it's got underneath, it's getting a nice pin. But it's lost it and taken a huge hit. It let Riptide spin up then. It's got to stop that from happening. Both of them got to stop each other from spinning up. We're all helping out Railgun Max then, and now Riptide getting a nice chain of hits. Oh, that was damaging. Good battle so far. Not one-sided, really. It's just all about its forks and Riptide. It's actually about both their forks. There's a tire gone, but I don't really think that affects it too much. Great attack there from Railgun Max. Riptide's on its head. It's getting counted out. It's got to try and self-right. Using the screws to do that, but instead they've sucked it in. Oh, Railgun Max, nice shots. Riptide's not self-righting. Finally, Railgun Max self-righted it. But it got some big hits then. Now Riptide straight back in, getting some more big hits. Railgun Max is stuck behind that wall. I don't really like that way of being defeated. Because the wall's AI is weird, it's not going to let Railgun Max out. Yeah, I might have to do a reset here. That's the only way I don't accept this stuff. If you get immobilized, if you get pinned by the wall, then no. Oh, actually, they're both in the head, so I'm sorry, I gotta put riptide instead. Oh my god. Come on guys, we're wasting time here. Okay, Rogan Max, you'll be on your head as punishment. I don't know if Riptide Spinner is working. It didn't seem to be working when it got stuck. I don't know what happened. This is not good for Riptide. Still having some nice control though. I gave it a benefit by putting Rogan Max at its head, and a great shot for Rogan Max. And another. Riptide is not looking too good here. From being the one I thought was going to win this, no problem. Being absolutely decimated. I don't think this is going to be a knockout. And it's actually pretty close still. So I think it's... Oh, another nice shot from Rogan Max. Has that knocked the spinner back into play? Nope. I think this one is going to go to the judges, and it is going to end with Riptide getting a little shove. And that is actually pretty close. So, just in case you don't know how it works, then just quieten it down a little bit and get them both like that. Just in case you don't know how it works, there's 5-point max for damage, 3 for control, and 3 for aggression. And for damage, I think that Rogan Max doesn't really take that much damage. I think knocking out the mini-bot, this is kind of like the punishment for having a mini-bot. If you knock out a mini-bot, it kind of gives 1 point of damage to the opponent. I think that's kind of fair, because I'm not really counting mini-bots as like part of the weight taking out of the robot. So if you knock out the mini-bot, you get a 3 point of damage, which means... I think it's got to be Riptide's main weapon is dead, but I think it did that by running into maybe the screws, or that hit that immobilized Rogan Max before I reset. So I think it's probably 3-2 for damage because of the tire and the mini-bot for Riptide. And take out the weapon and some tire. Actually, no. I think it is 4-1. Because the weapon's down, the tire's taking some damage, the armor's taking some damage on Riptide. Rogan Max just lost the tire and the mini-bot, but the tire doesn't really affect it much. So I think it's actually 4-1 in damage, that's quite amazing. And then there is control, which I think it was actually 2-1 to Riptide for control, because it got the more controlling hits, even though it got the bigger hits and more controlling hits, even though it did less damage, they had more control. And also when it lost its weapon, it still showed some control, but Rogan Max still had those hits of control. At the end there, it showed some control, it showed control throughout, so it's still 2-1. But aggression, right now it's 3-5. So Riptide would need to get a 3-0 on aggression, which I don't think it does. I think it gets a 2-1 on aggression, because Rogan Max still showed some good aggression, but I feel like Riptide was the top aggression because of that box rush on the 4 mini-bot, and some nice... and some nice box rushes. It stayed on it even when it lost its weapon. Rogan Max also showed some aggression though, especially when Riptide lost its weapon, and at the start when Riptide was distracted, that showed some nice control and aggression. So I think that Rogan Max gets the actually closer than I thought it would be, judge decision win. It's a bit controversial as well because of Rogan Max getting stuck, and I'm allowing robots to get stuck behind there, as long as the wall itself isn't pinning them, which was what was happening there. So if they get stuck, I think the best way of doing this would be, if they get stuck in this area and they cannot move, that's fine, because the wall will continue to open. But if the wall shuts and they're right there and they physically cannot move, they're not like getting stuck on top of this or getting stuck here, they're getting pinned by the wall when they can easily escape, and I'm not counting that because that's just the arena being annoying. If they get picked up by the screws and chucked out, then that counts fine. If they get stuck behind here, that's fine. If they get stuck by pulverizer, that's fine. So you can now to get stuck, but just not getting pinned by this wall. So, thank you guys for watching. Riptide is out somehow. Rogamax is through, even though it doesn't look like it should be. And its minibot's really, really dead. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.